Hello, this is Glen MacEachern / Karmakin. I'm just here with a quick beginner's guide to an aggressive support Lulu. Here I am, I'm just buying my items, normal support items. Well, for Lulu I go with a Spell Thief's Edge, 3 health potions, and a warding totem. Pretty much the standard stuff. Okay, this is the beginning of the game, just sitting by the lower tower. One thing to keep note is at the beginning of the game, your jungle might start at the camp up here at that rock area. So if the jungler is there, you want to keep an eye on that. And if that's the case, you'll want to help the jungler kill those enemies. But make sure to get away so you don't take any of the experience before they die. So you give a couple of auto attacks to each and just walk back down to your tower. Just waiting for the enemies to spawn. Just note that the summoner spells I have are the Flash, which basically everybody uses, and also Exhaust. One thing I've noted is that sometimes some ADCs will take Exhaust themselves. In that case, usually you should take sometimes Cleanse if you're concerned about crowd control effects, but usually you'll take Heal in their place. Usually you watch the ADC and just take the opposite of what they have. So the beginning of the game is the most focused point of the game. Basically, you just kind of want to do damage through auto attacks and your basic glitter lance, just to try and distract them away from your ADC, allowing them to get last hits, and also to try and push them up and set them up for a kill. So right here, I'm just basically auto attacking. I'm taking a little bit more damage than I would like, but I'm able to use my magical biscuit to get me back up to some health. And notice that they're way pushed back from that some of the blue guys. They're gonna have a really tough time killing those guys. So we're able to put up some damage on them. I'm still auto attacking. I'm pushed a little bit more further back than I would like in this way. My ADC moves in, so they're being very aggressive. Level 2 hits. Level 2 is where you want to go aggressive. You get your shield, and using your shield allows your glitter lance to go off of the shield. So see how I use my shield to damage Swain and then get off of it. I'm further back, but the ADC is able to get the kill, and the exhaust on Swain allows his auto attacks not to kill the ADC, and it becomes a 2-for-0. After that, just take note, now that initial clash is done, now is usually a good time to go drop your ward. In this bush is the standard place for dropping a ward, and after it's dropped, we can go back and just think. The ADC is choosing to go back to base, so we should generally follow them. Even if it's just to buy one item, it's usually worth it. So right here really shows the defensive uses of Lulu's tool set. Basically, we're just ADCing. Our ADC goes a little bit more aggressive. I rush in. He's able to get the root on their ADC and slow down with the glitter lance off the shield. A shield on Jhin allows it to protect. He's going to die, but another shield and a glitter lance on Swain allows our Jhin to get away, and we get an easy 1-for-0. Swain tries to cover, but a glitter lance into a root pretty much stops him dead in his tracks. And both of us go back to base, and we're able to, I'm able to finish off my Sightstone, as you'll see in a second here. Also, when you finish your Sightstone, you should definitely replace your warding trinket with a red trinket. The reason for that, and usually the red trinket is better if for going for objectives. So if you're going for Dragon or Rift Warden or Baron, you'll want to see if the enemy has any visions in the area, and you'll be able to use that to destroy wards and get it out. It's not something I really had an issue with this game, mainly because we kept control, but it's something to keep aware of. Okay, once you get your Sightstone, now you can be a little bit more aggressive and proactive with your warding. So I warded this bush. Also, I'm able to throw a ward over the wall there, so I can see if any jungler is going to come in and attack. This is going to lead us into another team fight. ADC is able to get the root. I'm able to use defensive spells to slow down Swain, keep his distance, and he's able to get the kill onto their support. From then, I'm able to try and push out their ADC. Bully, and that leads to another route, and Jhin is able to finish him off with his ultimate. So after going back to base now I have enough to buy the Boots of Mobility. This is something that I like buying while I'm still chipping away at upping my Frostfang. The reason for this is it allows me to get from lane to lane a lot easier. You took a note that I just looked at the enemy's stats. It's a good idea to have a look at what equipment the enemy is building, and that'll come into play a little bit later. But as we already down the bottom turret, I'm heading towards the middle lane right now just to survey what's going on. Right now you'll see some more ward placement. I am placing in that bush. That's a very good place to catch incoming people. And also, just on the other side of this wall, a very common passageway as well. That's just to see anyone coming in from the sides. Also, note that someone else already put a ward in the bushes just below there, so there was no need to double that up as well. Okay, well, right here you'll see that our jungle, Master Yi, goes to start the dragon. Generally speaking, this is kind of an unsafe choice by him. We don't really have vision on everybody, and our ADC is dead. But if someone else is making the decision in solo queue, quite frankly, you're often better off just going at it. We are able to kill the dragon and get out before the Karmakin came down. That was a risky play, but luckily we were able to get away with it. One of Lulu's biggest strengths is the ability to control the game and really to survive a long time. Zed gets a kill on one of our allies, but as you'll see, Karmakin for some reason decides to chase me here. He keeps on chasing me. Now, he does have more offensive power than me, more health. I can't really kill him, but I am able to basically bait him deep into our jungle. And he is not able to get the kill. He does come pretty close, but if Master Yi comes in, I'm able to polymorph him and slow him down, and Yi is able to get the kill. Same thing here. Yi is running up. We're getting the Rift Scuttler right here. Note one thing. We can see a player going into that. So we run back. Zed comes after us, but Yi is there, and Zed overextended, and we were able to kill him for the shutdown. Also, Swain got completely caught out of position. Really, that's a good example how a kill on one champion can really lead to kills on other champions, and why you really don't want to get caught out. One of the big things about playing League of Legends is that you really want to force the opponent into making a mistake. We're going over to the top lane. An enemy was just there. Notice how I went down a bit. I kind of slowed myself a bit just to see if the enemy would come down into the lane. Notice how Yi doesn't come into the lane. He could have come in to kill the minions there, but he didn't. He went after the jungle because if an enemy just saw me there, they might be more inclined to come in and try and harass me, and then you would be able to come in and kill them easily. Okay, right here you can see this is a big, long, extended siege defense. I'm just trying to harass them, just trying to keep them off the tower. It's important not to get caught out. However, what I would like to do is annoy them to the point to make them overextend and come into the tower where my control abilities can basically get a couple of kills. They don't overextend in this place. They actually played this fairly well. I'm just waiting to trying to get pokes in, trying to play it safe, avoiding a lot of Swain roots in this place. Like Yi right there is trying to wait to jump in. He gets caught by the Raven. But over this, and basically it's just it's played well by both teams, I think. I do eventually overextend a little bit. I was kind of expecting some other people to come in. Wild Growth on the LeBlanc to save it. She does get caught, but we're able to get out and not lose anybody. One of the things, though, is that eventually I'll get caught, but it does make them use all the resources on killing me. That can be sometimes a very beneficial thing because even though you die, sometimes your team might be in a better position. So at this point, I'm waiting for us to kind of come out. What makes this hard is there's Zed's at the bottom, but so is our ADC. So we can't really go in fully because our ADC has most of our kills. LeBlanc goes in, I try and follow her. Unfortunately, I get slowed by the support item, and I flash out, but I get caught in for the kill. However, at that point, Darius's dunk is down. Most of the ultimates are down at that point. And eventually it does lead to us being able to push them off and even getting a couple of kills and eventually a dragon. So walking up here, this is something that did not go well at all. I'm not sure that anyone really played anything wrong. I think probably we should have backed up. It was mostly because of an item differential. We see Yi there. We are able to get the kill on Swain, but there's a Darius here. I'm doing my best, Wild Growth to pop him up, just trying to slow him down, exhaust everything, polymorphed him, and I mean, he's pretty low. I thought we could kill him. Yi comes in and basically gets dunked as well, and then I get dunked. That was kind of a mistake. Okay, this is a good example of basically almost a perfect Lulu fight right here. We see the Swain up in the jungle. He just kind of pops out because of the ward that Yi dropped. And we're able to perfectly surprise him. Able to slow down the Zed. Wild Growth on the Yi to pop up someone else and kill him. And we're able to get a very, very clean 2-for-0. So this is the final push of the game leading up to an eventual surrender. LeBlanc and Jin are able to root their Talon and basically get a kill on him. Or nearly get a kill. He's very weak and kind of takes him out of the fight. They are stuck over the wall, but the Jin ultimate does get some vision on them. And one thing that's important here to note is that the Darius comes after us, he retreats through the gate, but the shield on him allows Pix to throw a Glitter Lance that does a widespread slow on a bunch of guys. And that allows Yi to jump on over the wall, get a bunch of kills, and basically go into a position to take down the tower, the inhibitor. Now, eventually we do get a surrender, and that will be the game. This is Glen MacEachern / Karmakin. Thanks for watching this beginner's guide to Lulu, and I hope you enjoyed it.